You find a newspaper, sure, just laying in the street. It says, the Daily Bugle, editor J. Jonah Jameson.
Nice.
And it's the front page lists some story about whatever was going on in the world. Avengers stop terrorists. Spider-Man, hero or menace. Fresno Tigers look to go all the way. People, just different news stories. But from what you take it, you're someplace called New York. And it's the year 2019?
No.
Whenever Infinity War was.
Oh, okay. Before it, right? Whatever. Not that I know much about it.
218.
Okay.
So it's 2017.
So I will try and ask people, where do these Avengers live?
The Avengers, Avengers Tower, I guess.
Oh, where is that?
It's downtown off of 5th Street. You can't miss it. It's a giant building that looks sort of like a tooth with a giant A on the top.
How far do you estimate this building is from here?
A couple miles, I guess. You can probably grab a cab, or I think the A train goes right there if you want to take the subway.
I am mobile without assistance. I go, okay, so I try and go in the building I'm at to go up the floors to look. Now that I have a description of the building that I'm looking
for.
Okay.
You get high enough that when you walk to one of the windows, you can see it.
Okay. Now I know. Okay.
Yep. Large building that sort of tapers at the end, kind of looks like a bent tooth with a weird thing sticking out of the center, and then a giant A on it.
I start. I leave the building and head to the what did you call the Avengers Tower?
Yep.
Yeah. All right. Yes. And I increase my speed.
So you're walking quickly, power walking through New York.
I am power walking.
I mean, you do kind of look a little weird. So a couple of people kind of
maybe a little weird in the Avengers universe.
But I mean, you're not weirder than anything else you might see in downtown New York. I mean, there's a naked guy on a unicycle, so you really don't stand out that much. As you walk down the street, you notice that there's like another guy standing in front of a building. But he's all silver. And he's like, and then you walk a little further, and there's a guy standing in front of a building, but he's sort of dressed like a spider, blue and red. So you're like, I was just doing that. Apparently standing in front of a building is a thing in this city.
Are they actual people, or are you talking statues?
Well, the one that's all silver, I mean, you think they're people that are just standing perfectly still. For some reason, this guy's painted his entire body silver.
Yeah. I note that as I was successful in adapting to this environment.
Yes. So you're not the only one that just stands in front of a building, apparently. But eventually, after walking for an hour or so, you get where you're going. Meanwhile, in the little room, the two of you have been sitting there maybe 20, 30 minutes. And the door opens, and two of these guys come in with the security uniform stuff, and a woman in sort of a professional-looking type business suit, with like a briefcase, comes in, And they say, oh, so I understand you believe you're from another universe.
Maybe. Or another dimension. Or, I don't know the particulars.
We are definitely not from here.
Definitely not from here. And how long have you believed this?
Since we got here about a couple hours ago.
A couple hours ago. Okay. So before that, do you have any recollection of what happened to you before that? Why do you think that?
Yes.
I'm just like, this can't be the only time somebody from another dimension has shown up here. Come on, am I right?
Well, we definitely have had that happen. The Satari, but I don't want to talk about them. I want to talk about you. I want to talk about why you think you're from another universe and why you think Mr. Stark can help you.
Well, would you like to see? I mean, we have abilities.
Abilities. Oh, okay. Abilities. So you have these abilities because you're from another dimension, or you had these abilities and you're also from another dimension?
Yes, that.
Okay. So you already demonstrated that you're some kind of adventurer. You have some sort of magnet thing that you wanted to show Mr. Stark?
No, I have this is a magic hammer.
Magic hammer. And you got that from Thor?
No.
No.
I got it out of a dragon's treasure trove, actually. I picked it up and it just bonded with me.
Treasure trove. And that was...
It kind of makes me sometimes think I'm a dwarf, but...
The other dimension?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but I'm not from that dimension.
You're from that dimension.
No, I'm actually from California, which is kind of another dimension. But
you're definitely not from...
Not this one.
Okay. All right. And you have magic powers too, ma'am?
Yes. And as you can see, I'm an elf.
An elf. Well, I do see you have lovely prosthetics on your ears there. Very cute. Very
they're
cute.
not prosthetics, if you would like to check.
Oh, you've actually had your ears stretched. Well, okay. They're actually elf ears.
Show me the potato.
I don't know if they'd be impressed by my potatoes, but they might be impressed.
Oh, well, look. Okay.
Hold on. You might be impressed by this, and I want to cast Slime Claw.
Okay. Roll a D20 to see if it's successful. D20 plus wisdom modifier plus level 12 or higher.
Okay, so that's a D20 plus 8. Nope. But I accidentally put 2 on. How do I get rid of these things? I got too many. Wait, I got to get rid of them.
Well, none of them.
There should be a thing at the bottom, I think.
Okay, I'm just going to add 8 to this then.
You see that there's an I.
7
plus
plus 8
minus, and then
15.
there's one of those is supposed to make the dice go away.
So 15 is what I rolled.
And then you see at the top, there's a thing that says reroll.
Yeah.
And then there's the number, and then there's a little X.
Yeah.
I think that's, yes. See how that made my number go away? But then you have to put the dice back. But yeah, I know it's very wonky. So sometimes you pull 1 over and you end up with 3.
Yeah. So 15 is my final roll.
All right. So you go, here, let me show you this. And you point to the table, and there's this as these bubbling slime, and the security guards jump back, pull out their things, and then this little like decapitated hand the size of a chihuahua pulls itself out of the slime.
And I just
stands there, bows.
Yeah, and I have it come over to me. So it's not threatening. I just sit in my lap.
Both pointing at there. She's, okay, you do have powers, mutants. All right, okay. Well, this is different. All right, okay. Well, we don't want anybody to get hurt, so put your mutant claw away, Miss Elfman. I will get Mr. Stark down here to see if he can help you out. And then you hear somebody whispering your name, both of you at the exact same time. Jen the elf. David Home Depot. Jen the elf. David Home Depot.
Start looking around.
Home despot.
Take my hand. And you see this gloved yellow hand reaching. They can't seem to see it because they're just both like one of the ladies on a weird looking thing, a cell phone. The two security guards are backed against the wall and they're both pointing these funny looking things that guns, weird looking guns that they have in their hands. Slime Claw's just sitting there in front of you. So they don't seem to be responding to this yellow hand that's sticking out of, but you see this yellow gloved hand.
I'm gonna look at David like, should we?
Who are you? I'll just say that out loud. Who are you?
I'm Dr. Stephen Strange. I'm here to help.
Yes. I take the hand because.
Okay, so do I then. I'll do it if he doesn't.
I'm Benedict Cumberbatch and I'm handsome. Yoink.
If your friend grabs a disembodied hand.
So they're like, okay, so Mr. Stark, yes, I need you to. Where'd they go? They were just right here. Where'd they go? What do you mean? Where'd they go? Where'd they go? Where'd they go? Where'd they go? What about the claw? It's what? Mr. Stark, could you please send somebody down here?
Clean up aisle.
So you both get yanked, and which is now a familiar feeling to you. And then whamp, you're unceremoniously deposited in this rather Victorian sitting room. There's Captain Rodgers. There's Nurse Honey. There's the two of you. There's Benedict Cumberbatch in his Doctor Strange uniform sitting across from you at a table. He's floating about 3 feet above the air. And there's these little balls of energy floating around him. And he's like sticking his hands through them. You, of course, instantly recognize him, David, as Dr. Stephen Strange, as played by Benedict Cumberbatch. And you realize you were in the Sanctum Sanctorum. It looks just like it did in the movie. He's even got the cloak that's like, moving around on its own.
And I'll be gobsmacked.
You use gobsmacked, plus 10 experience. When was the last time anybody used that in a sentence? And then you hear the voice go, hold on, this last one's being stubborn.
I'll look around, knowing who's not there.
And then this
44.
Then this
I hope
weird.
he didn't shoot anybody. I hope he didn't shoot anybody.
And then Hyde appears. Squawk. That's not a dog; it's a bird. Wong. And 44. So you've walked for about an hour. You've arrived at this building. You see that there's these glass doors. Inside, it looks like some type of futuristic display. There's a whole bunch of, displays and people and a little restaurant. And in the center is this, on a little pedestal, is a suit of red and yellow armor. Very technologically advanced. You don't see anybody you recognize. Is
there anyone, obviously to talk to? Or?
There's what look like people in some kind of uniform who are all relatively look vaguely the same. They all seem to be converging on the second floor, talking to a very harried woman. A couple of people point fingers at you. Mommy, what's wrong with that man? It's shh.
Did I enter the building or am I outside? I forgot.
I'm assuming you entered the building unless you rather not.
I'm a little cautious here. I will just try to gently turn around and exit the building, just casually.
Okay. So now you're back outside the Avengers Tower.
Yes. I have made it here. I will. Is there, I don't know, tree landscaping where I can go hide?
Yeah, there's like a little park,
Okay, I go to the park. I
a
hide.
circular park with trees and a fountain. There's another one of those same suits of armor in the center of the fountain.
Well,
There's
I get
what
where I
looks
can keep an eye on the building.
There's what looks like a part of a crashed spaceship that's been turned into a display with a little brass plaque that says, something about the Shatari invasion
Making me feel
on
at
this
home.
spot.
Spaceship.
And there's you're sitting down and watching the building. 44. 44.
Do I perceive the sound coming from outside of me, or in my head?
You see this yellow glove hand sticking out of nothing, reaching towards you, and you hear this voice, 44, take my hand.
Who are you?
Dr. Stephen Strange, I'm trying to help you.
In what way?
To return you where you're supposed to be, according to your friends.
And my friends are?
I've got a Captain Rodgers, a Jen Elf, a David Home Depot. They claim they know you.
Ah, yes. Thank you.
And you're the only person I can find whose name is 44 in New York, so I'm assuming you're the one they're looking for. But if you're not,
those are my companions. Yes.
Then take my hand, because I'm already getting a headache.
Hey, I wanted to ask for proof. Come on, I didn't start shooting. Give me some credit here.
Do you take the disembodied hand that only you can see?
Yes.
Yoink! You are pulled through and then unceremoniously dropped in a chair. Nice little sitting room in a house with a very Victorian metal theme. There's a guy, Benedict Cumberbatch dressed as Stephen Strange. All your friends are there and Hyde.
Good to see you again.
He floats back down. Well, I don't know about you, but I need a beer. And he gestures and cups appear in front of all of you and they fill themselves. And he's like, all right, okay, follow me.
I am greatly relieved to see you all.
Did you shoot anybody?
As are we. I hope you didn't shoot anybody.
Not yet, but the day's still young.
The day's still young.
All right.
Let's try and keep the shooting to a minimum. I just cleaned this place.
David, you didn't fireball anybody or anything, did you?
No, I was well aware. Yeah.
I adapt. It was obvious that I was not on the world where we were. So, fortunately, my programming kicks in.
I guess we follow.
Yes.
Yeah.
So just to refresh, to make sure we're all on the same page, as he's walking you through the Sanctum Sanctorum, you were all pulled out of different points in history.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
And by this little short person with a tiki face and sent on a series of increasingly ridiculous quests.
Yes.
Kind of.
Yes.
Right. Okay. Well, and then he goes down another set of stairs. So now you're in that lower level where he did the whole Spider-Man thing. There's a big stone pedestal in the center. Around the stone pedestal is a glowing green ball. Wong is sitting cross-legged. Sitting cross-legged, and inside the glowing green ball is Magumbo, as the two tiki-headed, and he's like, "Hey, rah, 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 rah. I found him, Steven." And Strange goes, "Ah, yes, you're the little culprit with these individuals, aren't you? Me, Magumbo. No, none of that.
No habla español, English.
No, none of that. I am Stephen Strange, Sorcerer Supreme of this universe, and by the eye of Agamotto, I command you to reveal your true self. And a little necklace that he was wearing does a whole swirly thing, and these little weird words appear in the sky, and Magumbo kind of goes, blah, 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 and he looks like this short little guy dressed in a red robe who's bald, and he goes, "Greetings, adventurers! I am Dungeon Master."
Oh, great. It's another one.
And Stephen Strange goes, "Nope, reveal your true form." And
For a second, I thought I was going to have to kill Venger.
and then he goes, turns again, and he's this little teeny pixie with one black wing and one white wing. She goes, "I am the god." Nope, sorry. Last time I'm going to ask, don't make me force this. You're violating about 27,000 different interdimensional rules, and I don't even want to get the TVA involved. Reveal your true form and why you are bothering these people. And he switches again, and it turns into this green fellow, thin green fellow. I'll show you what he looks like.
Swear to God. I think I know who he is.
Is it Hitler? Is it one of the Nazi scientists?
No, I'm thinking somebody from the DC universe, I think.
No, why would a DC universe be in the MCU?
Just
Oh,
because it would be
no.
hysterical.
All right, and disappears.
Okay.
A green,
Oh no, it's another green child. They're
a
so
green
naughty.
potato.
No.
Stephen Strange
Oh.
goes, adventurers, dupe, your latest victims. And Dupe goes, I was bored. Dupe, I need now to return these people to their proper timelines because you were bored. Do I need to call Professor Xavier and the TVA? Dupe looks at you and goes, I'm sorry. Dupe was bored. Found universe needed heroes.
Well,
You
if
had
they
good
need
time, right?
heroes,
You had good time. Dupe had good time. Well, so this is the Omega level mutant who's responsible for all your problems. It's not the first time he's done this, and probably won't be the last. But before, I wasn't around, so I'll deal with his punishment. But now that we know you're here,
slow down. Well, why did they need heroes?
oh, universe needed heroes. You saw it, dragon, crash spaceship, so much chaos. You look like fun to play with. Do pretend he God. Magumbo, Margaret,
Well,
druids
we knew
in
you were
forest,
God. They kept telling you that. You need to accept Jesus.
druids in forest. Jesus, doesn't that guy owe me $12? Dupe, sorry. No hard feelings.
Well, I don't know about you guys, but I never shy away from a challenge. They still need heroes?
Universes always need heroes. Right, Strange?
Well,
Yeah, no. I'm going to send them back where they belong, and you're going to stop doing this, or else. Strange, no fun.
Hey, wait a minute. Wasn't there something? I mean, I don't really want to go back to Home Depot. It's kind of. I mean, I wasn't even getting full
kid,
time.
that's what I was thinking.
Yeah, I was busy converting that other world.
Well, Yeah, that's the problem, Dupe, is that now they want to go back and you know they can't. Unfortunately, without getting into metaphysical and quantum physics, which even I barely understand, the longer you're away from where you're supposed to be, the more damage you cause.
But I belong there.
Hey, so you have met us.
Crash landed on that planet.
You're damaging the multiverse, and the multiverse does not like to be damaged, so it has a cleaning force, much like a body has white blood vessels to deal with infections. The universe has a system of dealing with infections, and they are a bureaucratic group of assholes known as
what?
And disintegrate you. Now, I don't think you want to be disintegrated.
No, that sounds bad.
No, but I really don't relish the idea of getting crap back to the universe I came from.
Well, two of you are from this universe. You're just from the past. So those two of you are easy.
So we beat the Nazis?
Yes, you did.
I already told you
Spoilers.
And your Home Depot, David, you're also from a universe that's very close to this universe, since you seem to have some knowledge of this universe. So it'll be easy enough to return you.
Yeah.
Just don't tell them they're figments of people's imagination.
And the elf, I can return you to Elfheim or your own universe. The cyborg, you're a cinematic, so you're going to be a little harder to return, but not impossible. So I can return you all to your own timelines.
Or we can get disintegrated, I heard.
Or you can
I don't like that
disintegrated.
Yeah, that's a bad option, David, from Home Depot.
By the TVA, who I'm keeping out, but I don't know for how long.
What does TVA stand for?
Time Vector Alliance or something like that. I don't think it stands for anything. I think they just wanted the 3 letters.
Oh.
Temporal Variance Association.
It sounds like we have to go back. But I have all this cool stuff we don't know what it does. So, maybe we can use it against the Nazis.
Well, I can I can send you all back to where you belong. No. They have destiny. Quiet you. Are you all okay with going back home?
What home would that be? I was on a planet where we crash landed.
You're a special case, but I'll get you back to where you belong. It's the least I can do to make up for the problem that Dupe has caused.
What is where I belong? Do you mean that planet where we crashed?
No. Not really. See, you're what's known as a figment or a cinematic. You were plucked out of a universe based upon a television show.
Yeah, hold on. That's really weird for you to say that, but
I know, but yeah.
So
not even a very good television show.
So when you say you'll get him back to where he belongs, does that mean he's not gonna exist?
I'll plug him back into the television show. It'll be a little bit more difficult, but
what show is he from?
Have you ever heard of a TV show called Red Dwarf?
Oh dear God!
Oh yeah.
No. Is that some old Broomer thing or something?
No.
Yes. So he'll be a little bit more difficult, but not impossible. And then Dupe turns into Doc Brown. Morty, you got to come back with me. And Steven steps in. All right, send him home, Wong. No, don't send me home. Professor Xavier. And he disappears. Steven, you need to fix this soon before the TVA shows up. I can hear them pounding on the doors.
Well, guys, I guess this is goodbye.
Goodbye, everybody.
Group hug.
Group hug. Jen, use
Yes,
the potato
yes.
power where you're going.
Group hug.
All right, so there's 2 ways this
guys.
ends. This either is pretty much the end of the game, and Stephen Strange can all send you home. If that's something you feel like this is a good place to end and start something else, or there could be hijinks if you feel there's still stories to tell with these characters.
Well, my character, 44, would rather go back to the planet he was crash landed on.
So 44 has stories, is what you're saying.
So I hear shenanigans.
Yeah, obviously. I just didn't know who was shooting.
I would have never guessed your real name was Crichton. Just saying.
That's a wrong universe. That's Farscape. Red Dwarf's a different universe.
No, the android from Red Dwarf's name was Crichton.
Oh yeah, Crichton. Yeah.
Great. Yeah.
I never pictured 44 with a square head though.
Now we do. It's even funnier.
Well, he's from some cheap knockoff Star Trek universe where they had their own version of the Borg, but
My name is not Crichton.
I mean, Jen, the elf's life is much more exciting this way than it was back home.
all right.
I do not wish to go back to
David?
a TV.
Well, because I
Well,
did not plan on you ending up in the Marvel universe, it leaves us with an interesting of what you really want to do next.
you DM'd it into a corner, huh?
I DM'd it into a corner, and then I realized, I could end the game. Stephen Strange could send you back to your timelines, which would basically end the game.
Yeah, we could all get there, and then little green guy could go. I got other plans.
Well, as a player, I'm game for whatever. I mean, I would play something else, but I'm fully prepared to go on this wild ride if we're doing this.
So you want to continue with the current characters?
Yeah,
I'm game if everybody else is, or I could.
Yeah,
play something else.
I literally
Yeah.
either way is fine. This would make a good ending.
Well, I hadn't planned on it being the ending, but that's the plot, the way the plot has spun, and
sometimes
Well,
that's what you have
reaches into
to
her
expect with
bag.
Gonzo.
Into her bag of goodies that she's been hauling around and pulls out the magic cards and goes, I wonder what these do.
well, we can get to that momentarily.
Yeah. I mean, how often do you get a chance to actually go out on a high note? But
That's true.
That's true.
and we can always come back, and do something else. But-
Whatever. I
but
mean,
we've all had a lot of fun with these
it's been
characters.
a fun ride, and most of you seem to be enjoying the characters. But you,
Oh, absolutely.
you did write yourself into a point where if you wanted to end things, this could be a very good way to end it without it being like a TPK or whatever.
It does
But,
feel
I was
nice and
just about
clean.
to say,
Yeah.
But if you want to
We-
continue with these guys, I got plenty more adventures I can run you through.
Maybe we say we go back, but then we see if we get a season 2, and then
Get the band back together.
if we get the budget for it,
That's kind of what I was thinking.
There's a budget for whatever you guys want to play, as long as you're willing.
Isn't that the great thing about this hobby? The budget's literally unlimited.
If you're happy with you tell me if you're happy with these characters, we'll continue with these characters, and they'll die a violent death probably.
Yeah, that is the other thing I was thinking.
Yeah, I kind
with
of
our
like.
track record.
Yeah,
We're gonna die.
I do kind of relish the idea of Jen and Hyde just living peacefully and together for the rest of their lives too. So
Well, the peaceful and together, might only be a couple more sessions.
I know, but that's what I'm saying. If we ended it here, then they would go back home and just live until their nice old age.
Yeah.
And
then we outlive all of you, and be like
and
Fearon.
Sister Honey and I would know that we're gonna win the war, so we could do even greater things for America.
Yeah, and I have a ruler that smites people now. So
Yep. Yep.
You'll be in the front. You'll be in the front of all Steve Rodgers USO shows.
Yep. You'll be fighting there with you'll be there with Sergeant Rock and the Howling Commandos.
I know, right?
44 will get to say that he is from
Yeah.
France.
Yeah, we got war bonds this time.
Yeah.
okay. If we go back to online, do I get to keep my magic stuff?
Sure.
Because
Yeah,
I'd be
I was thinking the same thing.
the only
There.
wizard that I know of on regular Earth.
Well, other than your uncle.
Is that right?
Hold on. Never thought of that.
That would mean there are.
So
other
obviously you're not from Earth Prime if your uncle was a wizard.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Oh,
David,
Oh.
David, I got all these magic things.
Well, I'm not
know.
asking your characters. I'm asking you as
Yeah.
players if these are characters you want to continue playing, or if you would rather
well,
put this on hold and play something else.
Can you guys give me just a minute? I'm literally 50-50, but I got to use the restroom.
Okay. I mean, I hadn't planned it on it, but unfortunately, I'm looking at all the possible outcomes that I wrote down, and one of them is like, ask them if they want to keep going, or if they think this is a good place to stop.
Well, we could stop and
I-
pause and then, get the band back together at a later date.
I think
Yes,
it
you-
could be fun to play a new character and revisit these later on sometime, maybe.
Oh, kind of like season 2
Yeah.
with
Yeah.
Critical Role, and then you're like, okay, now we need the high levels back, and
Yeah. And enter the craziness,
I mean, of course, you could totally ruin things by just having Honey start drawing cards.
Yes.
Yes.
Well, that always ends well,
Now,
right?
before we go,
We can put fate into our own
Dr.
hands.
Dr. Steven,
When has drawing from the deck of many things never ended badly? It's always a good
it
thing,
says
right?
it's magic. So I'm going to
You-
take one out and show it to you.
Look,
Pick a card, Doc. Any card.
Well, that could be it. You could just have the deck of many things decide what you play next.
Yep.
That'd seem pretty gonzo, but I guess we'll wait for 44 and Shadow to come back. I mean, I've got other games to run. I mean, I've got games I have to play test since I'm publishing them, or if somebody else could run, or we could just continue with these guys, whatever you want.
Well, that could be fun too. Play something that you're developing.
Or we could just, play some normal fantasy instead of weird gonzo fantasy. So I think you guys are hooked on the gonzo now, so I don't know if you could just do normal dungeon crawling.
Oh, we
I'm
we
here.
can do normal dungeon.
I'm
crawling.
oh, there's
Just know it-
always room for regular
You know,
dungeon crawling.
But you just know in your heart it's going to go south somehow.
Well, I mean, we know I am a inevitably silly game master, so
Yeah. We accept and
Play
we
to your
accept the
strengths.
challenge.
it's a fun, relaxing way to waste some time and be ridiculous. Anybody who says otherwise is lying.
Wait, stop playing Gonzo? Never.
Well, there was another option that just came back while you were peeing. You could let the deck of many things decide what you do next.
Yeah, I heard that.
Because
I
they're
don't
magic
know,
cards, I don't know what they do. I need to show them to somebody, so we know what these magic things do.
I don't know.
Well, I think they're having fun. Cat Monroe superhero. Are you having fun watching Captain Monroe superhero as the only person who's watching?
Well, I was watching on another device.
Well, there's at least
It
three.
says there's
One of them's
three
Cat.
watching.
I don't know who the other two are, but
I'm one of them.
I'm happy to have anybody watch.
Hello, viewers.
I don't expect to get the Critical Role numbers, but as long as one person is enjoying this nonsense, I've done my
Oh,
job.
you'll get lots of views after the fact. That's usually how it goes. I don't know. I'm thinking one of two things: we pause and come back, or we let the deck decide.
All right, so Roger Shadow is being
Okay.
iffy.
In the theme of Gonzo,
Uh-huh.
it seems like we should let the deck decide.
One vote for Jack. Jack.
2 votes for deck.
David Home Depot.
On the
Um,
spot.
I do
Right,
like
that's-
the idea of like playing something else and then maybe return to this. Like
Well, the
when we
deck can
visit our lives.
transform us into other characters.
Yes, depending
I've
on what
had-
you draw,
I've
you
had-
could still be making new characters.
I've had zero luck with a deck of many things. So
I mean,
that's
there's
what-
good cards,
if that's
you
what
could
it
have
is.
treasure
there is
fall on your
no-
head.
Nope, there are no good cards in that thing.
Yeah, there is. The good cards aren't as devastating as the bad cards are. I think that's what
Yeah,
most people.
I'm just thinking there's only one bad card, and that's the one where you're dead or your soul or whatever. The
one where you're imprisoned in
that's
hell.
already probably existing.
Yeah, but you've already been to hell, so you know.
Yeah, where you're. Yeah, I mean,
You're welcome.
or you could get an 18 charisma and a keep.
So you know.
And Grandma, what's your vote?
My vote?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, well, chaos. So yeah.
So you want to draw for you want to have the deck of many things decide.
I want to at least show them to the doctor because I don't know what these are. Then they're magical.
All right,
and what happens after that? I don't know.
And finally, Cal.
Yeah, I'll go for the draw of chaos.
All right, the votes are in.
It was an accident.
Who wants to go first?
Who is drawing the cards
Well,
and how many?
I go, hey, before you send us back, doctor, I got these things. We don't know what they do. And I pull.
And he goes, "Don't touch those."
Let me show you one.
How many you pull? Okay, you need to be very specific. How many you're pulling?
I pulled one out.
The player loses 10,000 experience points, or just enough to keep their current level. After the magic takes effect, the card fades from existence and compels the player to draw again. The second draw has no bearing on the initial declared draw quality, but since we're not using experience, that doesn't matter. Basically, you just lost a level.
Okay, lost a level. So I'm
So when everybody else levels to 5, you're going to be leveling back to 4.
Fourth.
But
Okay.
unfortunately, you feel like you have to draw again.
Oh, I wonder why it disappeared. Here, what is this?
The sun. If the player gains experience, so you get back the experience you just lost. And a random wondrous item randomly determined by the GM appears in their hand.
Told you it was a good
Whoa.
Ooh.
Nice.
Let's go to. What don't you guys have? You got a lot of weapons and armor.
Well, you know.
Cupid Gate would be kind of cool.
You have a multiverse of things to give us.
The card turns into a pair of sunglasses.
Oh,
Your
these are
future's
cool.
so bright, you got to wear shades.
Yeah.
I put the sunglasses on. And where glasses? What are you? Where'd my card go?
It
What's
shuffles
up with
itself.
these cards?
It shuffles itself to the bottom of the deck. Steven is beginning to cast the spell to send you back to your individual timelines.
Oh, by the way, what are these things? And I whip out the gloves.
Oh, hell, I know someone who's looking for those.
And he goes, stop it. It's like the scene in Spider-Man. No, can you also, I don't want Aunt May to forget who I am. Okay, that's it. No. So you pull out you're putting the cards back and pulling out the gloves?
Yeah.
All right, so the deck did not decide your fate.
Not yet. There's time.
You pull out the gloves. This voice says, "Those are mine." And this demonic hand starts coming to the ground. And Steve is like, no, you're going to make things even worse. Stop
and
it.
Then, well, what the hell is that? And we got these gems in here too. And an egg.
Stop pulling things out of the bag. You'll worry about that when you get back where you belong.
Well,
I
No
don't.
one's gonna be able to answer these questions when we get back where we belong.
Some things are better left unknown. I don't want you getting separated.
Well, I would say, speaking of gems, there's going to be a guy that shows up collecting.
And then
Oh, no spoilers. Sorry.
pretty much similar to because it's instead of it being Jen's fault, it seems to be Honey's fault this time. The past 2 times, because Hen's pulling all these magic items out and going, "Look at this! No, look at this! Look at this!" She seems to have inherited some of Dupe's chaos, and Dupe is still sitting there going, and now there's this demonic hand coming out trying to grab the gloves because of your deal with Baphomet, and you all end up somewhere. I'm not sure where. I do have a couple ideas. One moment, please. Scanning. Suddenly, you're nowhere. You're just floating in gray nothingness. The room is gone. Stephen Strange is gone. Dupe is gone. There's this wind blowing. You can't really see anything. And you hear this voice that says, "Choose."
Choose what?
Choose your fate.
Oh, guys, what do we want to do?
What's fate?
What are our choices?
This is probably some catch 22 thing where like a wish, you know?
Well, everything's had a catch since this all
Yeah.
started. No matter what we do, there's a catch.
Here's catch 44. It's twice a 22.
Well, Captain Rodgers, you're
Oh, he's
our
here.
glorious leader.
You mean you're Captain Rodgers or the Captain Rodgers?
Our Cap Landis.
Oh, he's here.
Well,
Yeah. You see each other?
Yeah. You see each other. You don't just see, and you think,
does Landis still have his kitty cat?
no, that's gone.
Okay.
My what?
Your cat.
Kitty cat.
Oh, that's right.
This is where you are. You're inside this.
Oh, okay.
Some
Maybe we
Jack
should-
Kirby 1960s psychopop Marvel.
Who's talking to us?
Choose your fate.
Well, I don't know. I'm for making the universe a better place. What about the rest of you?
Yeah. Well said, sister.
I will go with my friend.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't got much else better to do, so yeah.
We'll
Yes.
go where we're needed.
Yes. One for all and all for one.
You have chosen poorly.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Did you say poorly?
Yeah, he said poorly.
Can I get a redo?
I'm
No,
not
you
with
still,
these guys.
you still have the deck of fate. What level are you on now? I got the okay. 4th level. What's a good adventure? All right. I got to pull something else out of my bag of tricks. So wanted to stick together, and you wanted to help the universe.
Yeah.
So
we're all employed at S Mart. Shop Smart, shop S Mart.
Job lost. Yeah. You're stuck working at the Intergalactic Mall food court.
Oh, it could have been worse. We could have been back at the DMV.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's hell.
Spaceship registry.
You got a Q. Okay.
G42.
For now, everything goes black. You don't know how long you're out. When you come to, you're someplace else. You're each in what appears to be a jail cell. You still have all your stuff. I've lost track of how much things you have, but you still have all your stuff.
crap.
Jen still has her. Nurse Honey has her sunglasses that she's wearing. So whatever gear stuff you had, but any followers, pets, cats are gone. Hyde's still there. Don't worry, Jen.
Oh, Hyde's still there. Okay.
I don't want Jen getting angry at me. She'll come over to my house and throw potatoes at me or something.
Yeah. You know how deadly that is.
Worse than death.
And now I know where you live. Mike said, "Oh, I know those dinosaurs."
Yeah, I haven't told her about the cream of the potatoes. You put the frankfurters through the middle, cream sauce. You know that's probably really deadly in somebody's face.
Probably so.
Yeah, that's a good World War II recipe.
Kill her with the fried potatoes.
Yeah.
So you're each in what appears to be a jail cell inside a stone building. There is like a table in the center with just a whole bunch of junk on it. There doesn't seem to be anybody else in here. You're the only ones in the cell. You each have a separate cell. There's a door to the right and a door to the left. And the room is dimly lit. Somewhere in the distance, you hear the sound of machinery.
Is it like a modern jail cell, or is it like a old-timey Western, or?
You can't tell. It's stone and iron bars. It could be anything.
So this is so we can see that we're in cells. Like
you can each see each other.
Okay.
Like a round room or something.
Like a square room.
Okay.
I have in my items listed on my character sheet a small silk bag with dental tools or lock picks.
Yep.
So I would like to use those to try to open my jail cell.
Okay. That I don't think Jen the Elf has lock picking, but
I don't think so. I have gardening, pottery. I don't think I have lock.
All right. So it's a skill you've never tried before. So just D20 plus your Dex mod.
Oh, what is my Dex? I remember what my Dex is. Okay. So Dex is 2. So plus 2. Okay. Oh, a 21.
All right. So you lean forward to sorry, you lean forward to pick the lock, and you put your hands on the iron door, and you stick the thing in, and the door swings open.
Yay!
Woo, Jen!
Exit the cell, and I'll move to whoever's cell's next to me and start trying to open it for them. And if I don't see keys right away,
While she does that, I'm going to see if my door is actually locked.
Okay. So you push on your door. It's not locked.
Oh, okay. So I go to push on my door.
it's still I looked cool.
You push on your door. It swings open.
Hilarious. Well,
All right.
why we're in cells, but why do we still have all our items?
Yeah, and why,
Yes, as I said, you have all your items.
So I'm gonna go check out the table.
The table has just a random assortment of junk. Forks, knives, spoons, cups, weapons, a mailbox, a fishing pole, a hat. This is just stuff.
All right.
Just junk. A stapler. just junk.
All right. Well, we can come back to that if we need it. But okay, I'm going to go to the door on the left.
The door on the left. Okay. It's a thick stone door, almost the size of the floor to ceiling of the room.
So it's stone. So does it have any operational mechanism that I can see?
I mean, obviously there's a, where the two halves meet and there's some type of lock.
Ah. Okay. Well, first of all, I make sure it's actually locked. So
Oh yeah, that one is locked.
okay. And the door on the right side, is it similar? Same kind of door?
The door on the right side is up a small set of stairs. It's smaller. It's also made of stone. And it also appears to be locked. And on the other side of it, you can hear sort of this mechanical noise.
Well, guys, should we try to have Jen pick the lock and see what happens? A lock?
Sure.
Is this a mechanical lock or is it a sci-fi lock? What is this?
It's a which door? I mean,
Yeah.
the door to the left has some big, complex-looking lock built into it. The door on the right is blocked from the other side, but seems to be just a normal key lock.
Maybe try that one first.
I mean, when you say block, we can't push it open, or there seems to be something in the way, or
When it's locked, like it's a key lock, like the door to your front door.
I thought you said block, not lock. Sorry, Jesus, that was weird. Well, whoever put us in these cells, I'm sure, will return shortly.
You put yourself in the cells.
Huh? How do we know that?
Yeah. Well, I think we wished for this.
Yeah.
I'm going to check
not
the
sure.
mailbox that's on the table. Is
Okay.
there any mail in it?
Yeah, there's some mail in it.
I'll go through it.
Okay.
As they're doing whatever, picking the locks or deciding what door to go through.
It's got some envelopes, and they're all addressed to the same person. One's like a dear grandma, I can't wait to see you this Christmas. I'm really excited. They all seem just to be personal correspondence. They're not yours. That's opening other people's mails.
Mail
oh.
fraud.
Mail,
I'll put it back real
for
quick.
So
You're
we
going to
don't-
hell for that one.
Yeah.
We'll forgive the murders and everything, but mail fraud, that's a hanging offense.
Yeah. 25 years, mandatory sentence.
Yep, it's right up there with ripping the mattress off of mattress tag off. So
Right.
that is what you see. You seem to be in some sort of jail, and there are two doors. Other than that, that's it.
Pick one. Eeny, meeny, miny, moe.
Left. Always pick left.
So the big doors to the left, or the little door.
But depending where you stand, either one could be.
Yes. The very, very big doors or the normal size door.
Maybe the normal size door first.
Okay. Again, it's locked like a normal front door type lock, not anything super complicated, just a normal key lock.
Open it.
All right, make a Jen's not a thief roll.
8, 9.
9.
Somebody help me. I can't get it open.
All right. Is the door wood?
So what?
It's stone.
Yeah,
Okay.
oh.
Anything
it
on the
has-
table look like a key?
Nope. I mean, you know, when the entire world's fault, when all you have is a hammer, everything looks like a nail. So, is there a key?
I could shoot the lock. You wish me to try my laser weapon on the lock?
Yeah, that sounds like a good idea. Everybody get back.
Yep.
All right, roll
Okay.
d20, anything but a 1.
Okay. Well, I shoot it, and with my arm, the arm laser, because that does more damage.
Roll a d20, anything but a 1. It's not like it's moving.
Yeah, I know. Okay, so 20.
Okay, you blow the lock off.
Okay, most excellent.
There's a big smoldering hole right where the lock used to be.
So the door open inward or outward?
Outward.
Okay. You wish me to open it?
Yeah.
Yes.
Let's see what's on the other side.
Are you all ready to see what is on the other side of our face?
Yes.
Absolutely.
I open
Okay,
the door.
who's opening the door?
I got it.
44.
All right,
Oh, okay.
44. You open the door, and as you open the door, something sort of falls into your. It's a sort of a emaciated humanoid body that looked like it was pressing against the door from the other end, and when you open the door, it just sort of flumps in.
Okay.
And then it just kind of stumbles past you, and then it's just it's this, decaying, rotting corpse that smells awful, and it's got a pair of keys in its hands, and it's slowly shumbling towards the first cell.
Everybody get out of the way.
Mhm. Yeah.
Get away from that.
Don't get any on you.
So this zombie walks over to the first door and clicks the lock shut.
Oh.
Walks over to the second one, closes it, clicks the lock shut, and just keeps
Right.
doing that.
Why he's doing that? Let's go out the door.
Well, I'm kind of curious to see what the other key is.
Right. We probably should acquire the keys from
Well,
this animal.
It's probably to this room, but
I could,
you never
I
know.
could turn undead, I guess. I could try doing that. No?
But we wish to acquire the keys. Why would you turn it? I do not understand.
And the zombie just does the circuit, slowly plodding. Each door he closes and locks. Each door closes and locks. Eventually he closes all the doors, walks back to the entrance, and just stands there.
Okay.
Hello.
May I have the
I'll say hello to it.
May I have the key? Put out my hand toward the zombie.
It's just standing there holding the key.
All right. Well, I grab the key.
Okay. You have the key.
Okay. You want to see if it works on the other door?
Yes.
It
Doesn't
might have been the
attack
key to the door Cal blasted, but
Yeah.
At this point, you now take in the chamber you've entered in. This seems to be some form of engine room, maybe. There's all sorts of contraptions in here that look very much like you would see in the balls of a boat. A lot of brass and tubes and pipes and all sorts of very technological stuff, but not super advanced. Definitely like what you would see in a naval warship, with like a large thing in the center.
But
And
we're in a
there's-
stone building. Okay.
Yeah, inside a stone building. Yeah. There's like conveyor belts that go from the ceiling that have like those little hooks hanging from them, like at Star Tours, the luggage things. And there seems to be like little cages hanging from those, and they're going to like different walls. And and there's more of these zombies just plodding around, trying to perform various tasks. One of them, you see like a zombie's got like a wrench and is just repeatedly banging against a pipe very slowly. Another zombie is holding onto like a giant wheel, metal wheel, and it's just trying to turn it. Like one of its hands has been broken off. So the other hand is just slowly trying to turn this giant metal wheel. There's another zombie with a mop, and he's just mopping in the exact same spot.
Right, guys. We really need to get out of this place.
There's zombies on the catwalk. They look like they're, they've got like bows, like they're supposed to be guards, but they're just standing there. There's a zombie that's just walking right into the wall, holding a tray.
I tried the key on the other door. Or key.
Which other door?
The other door.
So the large door in the jail cell.
Yeah.
Okay, the key does not fit in that lock.
Okay. You wish me to blast this door lock also?
I mean, it worked the first time.
Well, it's worth a shot because humor. 21.
Should hit the door. The door that's not moving. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, you hit the door. It's not moving. It's a door.
Good shot. Good shot.
It's not the lock.
The lock on the big door. Yep. You've hit the door.
Well, I shut the lock.
Yes, I understand you shut the lock. How much damage have you done?
Oh, okay. Sorry, I didn't know if I need to roll that.
This one's, as I said, this one's far more complex.
Yeah, it takes me a second here. I'm gonna get 2 die 8. 2 die 8 plus 4. I do 12 damage.
The stone is scorched, but you have not opened the lock.
Tough lock.
In the engineering room, the zombies are not paying any attention to you. They're going around their, miserably failing at whatever their tasks are.
So the zombies. Is there any other doors in the engineering room?
There are on either side of the engineering room. There's metal stairs going up to the gangplanks up above, and there's metal doors. And then directly across from the door you came in, you see a metal door. On everything else is stone.
Yeah, I shoot the lock again. I got a natural 20.
All right, you'll do double damage.
I do. Well, that ought to be nice. There won't be much left. Okay, so 24 if you're doubling the damage total.
All right. The lock lurks scorched, but other than that, the door's fine.
I don't think shooting the 20. I don't think shooting doors gonna work.
I try to push the door open or pull it open or whatever.
It would push open from your side. You push it, it doesn't open.
Wow. If I did 36 worth of damage, I mean, there's got to be a hole in the damn thing.
No, it looks fine other than being scorched.
I'm gonna say I think we could try, and I'll hold up that hammer.
Okay.
It seems to have a.
You are correct.
I mean, I'm
More
not this.
powerful.
Roll a wisdom save.
Story of my life. Yeah. 12. And I have no wisdom bonus, so 12.
Well, once again, Whelm is in charge. But since that door is not a giant, Whelm thinks it can knock it down. So you throw Whelm at it with all its might. Whelm bounces off of it and comes flying back to your hand going, no, I can't. Let's go kill some giants.
Aye.
Oh, yes. In the engineering room, there are at least 3 ways out. And the zombies
Alright.
don't seem to be paying any attention to you whatsoever.
Well, let's go check some of these other doors out then. Let's try this way.
Okay.
There's
Oh,
a door
okay.
directly across from you, and then there's a door on either side at the top of the game plank.
I'm gonna go to the door directly across and see if it can be open.
All right. You walk across the engineering room. Like I said, the zombies are not paying any attention to you. They're badly performing whatever tasks they're trying to do. Very slowly, repeatedly disobeying whatever the last command that was given to them. Sure, you've reached the other door. It's a large brass door like you'd see on a submarine. It's got one of those wheels in the center like you'd see in an old type, military submarine that you spin to open.
I start trying to open the door.
Wait. Wait. Do we know what's on the other side? Can we?
We
is
have
there any
no
kind of
idea what's.
porthole?
How are we going to know what's on the other side? We don't even know where we are.
When did Nurse Honey become chaotic?
Why don't we try that other key?
Why don't we listen on the door to the door?
Oh,
the
okay.
brass submarine door. Okay.
Okay, well, who's got the best hearing? Would that be
The elf. I read it in the book.
Who is missing.
And there's-
Okay.
The elf is gone black, so I guess she's going potty or
I don't know.
something. Out in the woods, doing elf
Being-
things.
Well, maybe kidnapped
Yeah.
by aliens.
Anyway,
Kidnap aliens.
while I'm waiting for the elf to get over here, I put my ear up to the door and I try to listen.
Yeah, the same mechanical thumbing noise that you hear in this room. But other than that, no, just that.
I just
Like what you'd hear on an
machinery.
airplane or a large boat, just the gentle thumb of the
Um,
engine.
I will tap on that door, metal door, probably with Whelm, with the hammer,
Okay,
just to
tink, 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 tink.
listen to see, and I'm listening to see if the pitch is different, because if it's I'm just saying if there's probably water on the other side, because you said submarine,
Okay, I see what you're trying
makes
to
me
do.
worried to see if it makes a different pitch. I'm nervous.
Yes, good. Yeah. No, I like that. I definitely is very clever, thinking outside the box. But you do your little echolocation, and from your Home Depot ninja training, you don't think there's water on the other side. You think it's probably just more
I don't know
mechanics.
what I was expecting, but yeah.
Death spot ninja training.
I'll move back and kind of I guess open it.
All right. I start opening the door.
Okay. So you spin the wheel, just like on a boat or a submarine. The brass door unlocks. Click. You can swing open. It opens up into another stone room. There's more mechanical stuff. Again, you see these conveyor belts in the ceiling, moving back and forth. There's more zombies that are just sort of plodding around, obeying whatever the last command that was given to them, and sort of a weird mockery of what people on a working factory would be doing, but they're just stuck in this never-ending cycle of doing the last command, whatever they were giving. The conveyor belts go through holes in the ceiling. You can see occasionally one of the conveyor belts has what looks like a glob of jello hanging from it. But other than that, there's gangplanks, just like the last room, going up to a second floor. And there's a door directly across, and there's a door to the right. To the door to the right. Yes.
When we look up at the gangplanks with the guards and whatnot that are kind of out of it, are there doors up on that second level?
Yes. Yes. There's doors on either side of the gangplank.
Okay, guys. So we can either keep going along the path that we're going, checking
Straight. You can go to the door to the right, or you can go up to the gangplank.
Or you can go to or I can go up the gate. What do you guys want to do? You want to stay on this level, or do you guys want to go up?
Do we go up to get perspective?
Yes, sure. That sounds.
Okay,
Alright.
so you go up the middle stairs to the second level. Again, zombies walking back and forth, just whatever.
We
Nothing really standing out about them.
doing the best zombie walk over to the next
Yeah,
door.
they're slow. They're slow Romero zombies, not fast. 28 days later zombies.
Yeah. So I get to
There's on either side, just like the gangplanks go around the room. There's two doors. You pretty much figure they go into the room you just left, and then two doors that probably go into the room that's on the other side of this room, and then on the lower level there's the door to the right. So if you walk along the gangplank, that's what you see, and then from up there you can see the various machines. It definitely looks like ship, plane, something very engineering-ish. All of you, well, have either been on a boat, Jen, and Nurse Honey and Captain Rodgers, of course, crossed the ocean to get to World War II Europe on a boat. David has probably seen TV shows about boats. 44 is from a spaceship. So you all get the general feeling that you're on maybe a boat.
that's made of stone.
Yeah, that's made of stone. Other than the fact that everything's made of stone, yeah, which shouldn't work because, a boat made of stone would sink.
Do we feel like a?
Well, maybe
like
it depends on how much
rocking-
water it displaces.
Well,
Huh?
but
What was that? I'm sorry, David.
I does this feel like we're on a boat? Like like there's a rock to it, or
There is the gentle thumbing and sort of the.
Okay.
This is so strange. Such a strange place. All right. Well, I'm going to open one of the doors on the second level. that we're
Okay.
walking on.
The same thing. Brass submarine door with a little spinny thing.
So spin it and open it.
Okay. This room has a lot more going on than the last two rooms. Well, the last two rooms sort of had this melancholy silence about them with just the zombies stuck in their never-ending passage. This is the exact opposite. This room is just pure chaos. Like you've just walked into the middle of just utter nonsense. There's just smoke and steam and explosions. There's a fire everywhere you look. There's these teeny little you recognize now as goblins just running back and forth trying to just make sense of whatever's going on in this room. They're all doing their little weird goblin-y thingies. One of them's running around with like what looks like a flamethrower. There's another one that's got like a nail gun, and they all seem to be engaged in battle with the zombies of some force. And there's just sort of this chaotic cacophony of just goblins desperately fighting these zombies. And in the center of the room is what looks like a larger zombie with a pumpkin for its head, and it seems to be directing the other zombies.
Oh,
And the other zombies are attacking and just, overrunning the goblins. And as you realize that you're standing on the gangplank, that there's zombies here, and those zombies are moving towards you and very slowly. So you probably want to roll initiative. You might get a fight in here sometime.
Oh, the green children need help.
Captain Landis, who are our enemies? These two both are beings we have fought.
Well,
previously.
I'm not a fan of the undead myself. Where did my dice go? That's crazy.
I am not a fan of the undead either.
I rolled like a 17, and then
Yeah, I saw.
Trey went away.
I don't know how do I get this to
Plus
show the image?
1, so that would be like an 18.
Got an 8.
Work. Why aren't you working?
Why do you not work?
Select a character to show. I'm selecting a character. Why aren't you showing her? No, I'm not worried about it. Okay, so Nurse Honey got a 17.
I got an 8.
Rodgers got an 8.
12.
David got a 12.
$13.
44 got a 13. They're just waiting for Jen. See, David got a 12. 44, what'd you get? A 13.
13.
Nurse Honey got a 17. Rodgers got an 8. And is Jen back yet?
She just messaged me. She said she's in the bathroom and I should roll for her. So I will
Okay.
do that. She said she can hear because her headset is wireless.
All right. Well,
So 14. I don't know what she has bonus.
plus 2. So at least
16.
16. All right. For Nurse Honey goes first for a change.
Yep, I'm going to turn undead because I don't like zombies.
All right. D20 plus your wisdom modifier plus your level.
Okay, stupid thing. Okay, D20. So let me roll that. Okay, so I rolled a natural 20.
No, geez, don't worry about it.
Okay.
So you pull out your Holy Bible and you say, Jesus be blah, and even before you can't even finish the
Compels you.
sentence. I mean, you're giving your usual, speech about Jesus, but like you can't even string together the first 2 sentences when the beam of light just comes out of your book and just strikes each of the zombies like blam, 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 blam. And yeah, pretty much 90% of the zombies are on the first floor are just dust. Which just leaves
Right. Mission of God again. Woo!
which just leaves the zombies on the second floor with you and the larger control zombie. But we have Jen the Elf going second. I assume Jen the Elf is going to do potato.
You would be right. I am going to do potato.
Oh, she's back.
Yes, I'm going to do potato.
All right. It's D20 plus your level plus your wisdom modifier.
That is 20.
She's going to make some monster mash.
10.
Can we get bacon and dips in the potatoes?
And your
So that-
bonus is 8, right?
Yeah.
8, 9, 10. Ooh, missed it by 2.
So
Sputter.
that spell's gone for the day, right?
Sputter, sputter, sputter. Yes.
Okay.
Oh,
44.
Oh, no.
You go next.
So where's the next closest zombies to us?
There's zombies directly in front of you on the gangplank. There's zombies across from you on the other gangplank. And there's a larger zombie or whatever it is with a pumpkin on its head on the lower level.
The closest. That was my
Okay, there's
question.
there's zombies directly in front of you. Yes.
Okay. I shoot 2
All right.
of them.
Okay.
One with my pistol, one with the other. And 1 second. Sorry.
They've each got an armor class of 12.
Okay. Oh, awesome. 16 and 23.
Okay, you hit both zombies.
Okay.
They each have 20 hit points.
Well, I didn't want to know that. Okay, first one takes 5 points of damage. And the other one will take 10 points of damage.
Okay.
So now I know that neither one went down. So okay, yeah, they're probably tougher, but I wasn't sure.
David?
So I see from where we're standing, there's 2 gangplanks that you had some.
You're on
zombies
one
them.
gangplank, yes. You went
Okay, so it goes
upstairs.
across. Okay. And
You're
then
on
I
the
see
gangplank.
down below, that's where the one with the pumpkin head is.
Yes, there's a bunch of dead zombies down there. There's a bunch of goblins being goblins.
Right. And we established he's our enemy, right?
And then, yes, there's the larger, let's call him a zombie, that forehead has a pumpkin.
It's,
I'm
I'm
going
with undead bad.
Yeah. I mean, he's definitely undead.
Right. So I'm going to do the snowball swarm.
Okay.
at him.
I believe that's a roll to hit for you, right?
It's a flurry of snowballs erupts from the point you choose. Each creature within 5-foot sphere that I center it on makes a dex saving throw.
Okay, so you're sending it on him and whatever goblins are around him. So he needs to make a dex saving throw first,
Yes.
because we know zombies are so good at dex saving throws.
I hope that.
I'm gonna, yeah. What do you know? He misses.
A creature takes 3d6 cold damage on a failed. On a success.
All right.
And it's a 5-foot sphere around him.
Okay.
So 3d. It's kind of like a snow fireball. Or,
Yep.
Yeah, snowball.
So roll your
It's a snowball.
It's just a very large snowball. You just dropped a very large snowball on him and probably killed a couple goblins. How much damage?
9, right?
9 cut in half
9.
because he's undead. So that's 4. All right. So you yoink, throw your giant snowball over the top, lands right on top of Pumpkinhead, explodes, killing a couple zombies, goblins. He digs himself. It kind of melts from the fire from his little jack-o'-lantern head. He looks hurt, but being undead, he has that built-in undead resistance to cold. Fire, on the other hand. And last we have Captain Rodgers.
I'll be leaping to onto the control zombie, swinging with both sides.
All right, so that will first be a leap off the balcony roll of Dex. Dex modifier. Oh God, what's your Dex modifier?
3.
All right, so 2 + 3 is 5.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you can't not hit the floor. It's not like the floor's going to jump out of the way. You definitely hit the floor's armor class. Thankfully, it's only 20 feet, so roll 2d6.
Yay! You hit the floor.
Ouch.
Yay! Celebrate success.
6.
All right, so Captain Rodgers, I guess because he was around Captain America, grabs the railing, dun, 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 throws himself over, flings out both the scythes as he's flying through the air. Yeah! In slow motion, you see he's about 8 feet away from the master zombie. All the goblins turn. The master zombies turns. Jesus goes, splat! Right onto the stone floor for 6 points of damage. Bludgeoning damage. Ooh. One of the goblins goes, yikes, that's gotta hurt.
Nerd.
All right, now it is Zombie Master. So as his free action, he'll animate the dead goblins to be new zombies. Shoes. Shoes. You're all the way up there. This guy's right next to me. I'm going to attack that guy. All right. So I will attack you with my baleful claw bite. Armor class 17.
Who,
Captain
me?
Rodgers? Yes.
No, 14.
That's one hit. Second claw. Nope. All right, I claw you once.
Shame on you.
For 8 points of damage, and I need you to make a Constitution saving throw versus paralysis.
No, I'm gonna. Shit, I never got my Constitution fixed, so no plus.
You're fine. And then you have to worry about the little goblin zombies now trying to chew on your legs. No, I want a D20, please. There you go. Nope. 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 Ooh, one of the goblins gets a good chunk of knee. You take 2 points of damage. Shoes. Shoes. All right, back up. Then we have the zombies on the second floor with you guys. Zombie number 1. Really, all they can attack is Cal because he's, step forward to shoot them. And since it's a straight, thin barrier gangplank, you can really only go one at a time. So
44.
44. Armor class 16.
Yeah, you got me. I'm a 15.
And armor class 9. All right, the 15 does 7 points of slashing damage.
Well, that hurt.
And I need you to make a wisdom saving throw versus paralysis. I mean, a constitution saving throw versus paralysis.
It was 7?
D20 plus your con mod.
No, the damage was 7.
7 points of damage.
Okay, D20 plus con mod. Oh, okay. I have a +2. Okay. 20 +2. All right, come on, big boy. 15.
15? You're fine. And the zombies on the other gangplank slowly start moving around. We'll be there eventually. Slowly start walking towards you guys. And the zombies behind the zombies that are attacking Cal are just kind of trying to push against the zombie in front of them. But of course, they've got the zombie. So it's like, why are we on a gangplank? All right. Nurse Honey.
All right.
You're on the gangplank. You just watched Captain Rodgers heroically throw himself at the floor. You've got this bottleneck of zombies in front of you that are all just sort of trying to push against Cal, but you can only stand 2 abreast.
Alrighty, I'm gonna continue to turn undead up on the gangplank.
All right, same thing. D20 plus wisdom plus level.
Okay, alrighty. Oh.
Sputter.
Oh, sputter, man. Oh,
that's really bad.
Yeah, it's really bad. I don't think anything I got is gonna help that.
Nope. You've lost turn undead for the day.
Turn undead. Oh, nope. Now we got to resort to other stuff.
Oh, your plethora of magic items. You could always draw a card.
Yes, I could.
Draw a card. It's like a drug. What? You can't just have just one.
Yeah.
You're already starting to be like jonesing, like you need another hit.
So the cards are triangular shape and nacho cheese flavored.
Yes, exactly. Yes, they are. Jen, the elf.
I would like to. Can I send Hyde to go knock a zombie off the gangplank?
Your gangplank or the gangplank opposite you?
I guess our gangplank because they're all backed up, right?
Hyde can do a fly into one and knock him off if you want.
Yeah, that's what I want him to do.
Go, Hyde, go. D20 plus, what is Hyde's? 2, I think.
A D20 plus 2? You want me to roll or are you rolling?
He's your animal companion.
Okay. D20 plus 2. Here's D20. So 15.
So Hyde takes to the air as much as he can in this confined space, or just flies into one, and you wanted him to knock it over instead of do damage? Was that?
Yeah, just knock
Alright,
it off
so
the gangplank.
It
Yeah.
just falls off, and Hyde goes after it and starts picking at it.
Yeah.
Yum. Tastes like
Good.
chicken.
And then I'm behind Cal, right? So
Yep,
I'm
Cal
kind of
is picking up the
back
front.
here.
Mhm.
I
Cal
can't,
is not
can't really
there.
do much.
You are the-
So I guess that's all
Cal
I'm
is
doing
not
this turn.
there. Cal is not there. 44 is there.
Oh, I mean 44.
You
44.
could shoot over his head or whatever, but yeah.
But I don't have any more. I can't do any potatoes, so I'm kind of stuck.
All right, 44 and his traffic jam of zombies. Well, ghouls, but yes.
Well, don't tell me. I wouldn't know. I shoot. I will. Let's see. Are the two that I already wounded? Are they two of the ones?
They're still smooshing against you, yes.
Okay.
And there's two behind them.
I shoot. Yeah. Well, I didn't ask that. I shoot those two again.
Okay.
No, what am I? +4. A 9 and a 13.
9 misses, the 13 hits.
That's okay. That's the one that was damaged the most last time. I think it was 12. So it takes 19 damage.
That zomble is down.
17 off.
That zomble is down.
Good. That's what I hoped. At least I took 1
10
out.
plus 17 is 27. So, yep. David the Wizard.
Looking beyond 44, there's one he's slightly injured, and then how many more are there?
Behind the one that behind the two that are directly in front of 44, there's 2 more that are pressing against those 2. Now, 1.
Because he's like blocking it. So I will try to move up behind him and then cast my armor spell on him because he's kind of like the guy blocking everything, right?
All right. Cal's armor goes up by 4.
No, it does not. 44 is on.
44 goes up by 4. Rodgers on the floor.
Make it stop. Make it stop.
I'm gonna swing at the zombie leader.
All right, you stand up, dust yourself off. Got the little zombie hanging from your leg, and you swing at the big bad, the pumpkin head. All right.
First swing. I don't know why they did that.
I think they
Got a 25. Interesting. I think I went this way. I saw.
Yep. And then,
Well, then
damage is. Hold on. And then damage is 4 plus.
Uh, 3 plus 1 is 4. Plus your strength mod plus 1.
Plus 1. Yeah. I don't know why it's like rolling dice. I'm not asking it to roll. So
yeah.
4,
I thought
8,
I mean, what do you want for free? It's a little
9
wonky, but it's free.
The first hit is 9 points of damage.
Okay.
The second one, we'll see if I hit. I think I'm accidentally hitting, rolling like this. Natural 20.
That's definitely a hit. So you can do double damage or normal damage and something cool.
You guys know me. I normally go for something cool, but this time I'm just gonna go for double damage because.
So that'd be 2d8 plus 1d6 plus.
Why is it doing
2.
that? Can I re-roll that because it rolled a d10 and a d8, which is not what I'm supposed to do.
Yeah, I'm having the same trouble. It's being wonky.
D8, d6.
Oh, retarded. Oh.
Let's do this. Do you want me to roll double dice or just double what I roll?
Whichever you prefer.
I'll just go with what I roll, make it easier. Which is,
So
glad I
14,
did that.
15, 16, 17, 18, 19.
I rolled an 18, actually. Well, actually, I rolled a 7 and 6 plus 5.
Okay, 7 plus 6 plus 1 plus whatever your strength mod is.
4. which
So
makes five.
14 plus 6 is 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25 points. That's 35, 37. He was dead at 30.
Oh, okay.
So you're like, slice, boom, boom, arm comes off. You're like, I'm going to carve the pumpkin and just slice it down the middle with the other one. The pumpkin explodes and the body just kind of crumbles underneath. And all the other zombies, ghouls, zombies, whatever they are, just stop and just stand there. The zombies on the
8
second.
points of damage.
Yeah.
And broken kneecap.
So
Cool.
the goblins go, victory! Yay! One of them picks up the pumpkin and starts eating it. The zombie that was chewing on your leg just stops. The other zombies just stand there. The zombies on the gangplank just stop and stand there. Hyde's picking out the eyes of the zombie he knocked over the side. And one of the goblins runs up and hugs you. We're saved! The other goblins go, it's ours! One of the goblins run over and licks the wall. I claim this land. It's ours, Rao. Yay!
I yelled to them, you now work for me.
We now work for you.
Where are we?
We don't know.
That was my next question, Derzani.
I keep destroying
where are we?
zombies.
Where are we?
Destroying-
Don't know. Don't know. You're in charge. You must know who we are.
I
Hey,
keep
this guy's in
destroying
charge. The
zombies.
guy who licked the wall goes, no, he's not. I licked the wall. I'm in charge.
I guess you have to fight it out.
But he's wearing
Destroying
shoes.
zombies.
Ooh, shoes. He must
Where
be
did-
important.
Where did you guys come from?
The other room. Yeah,
keep
we broke
destroying
out. We
zombies.
were prisoners on purpose.
Keep destroying zombies.
Okay, they don't give up any. They don't offer any resistance anymore, so you just easily go through them one by one.
I just use a weapon and just destroy them instead of my lasers. Then.
You can laser them. You can hit them with your sword, whatever you want. They don't offer any resistance.
I said I use a weapon instead of the lasers. Since they go out lasers.
Okay.
Yeah, your volume is real low tonight, Cal.
I can't help it. I just switched.
I know.
earpiece. There's nothing I can do. Sorry.
So he's executing the zombies.
Yep. The zombies that
and-
are directly in front of you. Yep. Down below, there's just goblins being goblins. And Captain Rodgers has said, I'm in charge. And they've gone, okay. He's in charge.
Little green goblin children.
Yes, lady in funny hat.
Yes. We'll have to work on your education, but so you guys were prisoners. Where were you before you were prisoners?
Home.
Okay. Which is
Gobstein.
God.
The land of goblins and honey.
Hmm.
The wonderful charity drive that we're doing for St. Jude's Hospital. Yeah, we're from there. But then there was a portal and some screaming, and then we're in a jail cell.
Nice plug. Nice plug.
Yeah.
St. Jude. Yes.
Don't forget to support our charity drive for St. Jude, going from now through the 17th.
He's an excellent saint, and like me, he worshiped Jesus. So we'll have to pray together here in a little bit, kids.
Jesus. Yes. God of nachos. We're very popular with him. Yes.
Is there?
Yes,
Is there?
it's another portal.
Obviously, you summoned us because you said you're in charge. So he got us here. He's in charge. He's in charge. He said he's in charge. The guy in the shoes is in charge. She's got a hat. She does have a hat. You look at you. Are you wearing a hat, Captain Rodgers?
Helmet.
Ooh, he's got a helmet. Maybe he's a dwarf. He's too tall for a dwarf. He's a halfling. He's a chicken. He's got a hat. She's got a hat. They've all got hats. That one doesn't have a hat. That one's an elf. Let's put the elf in charge. No, not put the elves in charge. They're icky. All right, Hat Man, what do you want us to do? You summoned us.
Get rid of this trash. These zombies. Dispose of them, and then come back here when you're done.
Okie doke. They start picking up zombie parts and looking for places to put the zombie parts. They're like, they spin one of the little wires on something that's in the wall, and they're like, put it in here.
Let's get out of here, guys.
All right, we're looking around for more doors.
There's 2 doors up on the second, and there's a door directly across from the door on that you came through on the first floor, and there's a door on the left that's open.
Okay. Well, I guess look in the door that's open because it's already open.
It's similar to the room you appeared in. It's a bunch of jail cells with a table in the center and a big stone door opposite it. There's some goblins who are just messing around with the stuff on the table.
Okay.
I found a hat. He puts like a bird cage on his head and goes, "Oh, look at my hat. I'm in charge."
Children. All right. I'm going to go ahead and check out the door. If I can open the door.
The door on the first floor, directly opposite?
Directly opposite, yeah.
It's another brass submarine door like you've seen.
Spin the wheel.
Except this one's got a letter and a number on it, and the previous ones didn't.
Oh, what's the letter and the number that we have?
B77.
B77. All right. Gonna open it.
All right. This door looks like it's been opened recently, possibly by the commander undead dude.
Mm-hmm.
It opens into what looks like a mess hall, like you would expect on a naval ship. There's tables and everything you'd expect to see in a mess hall. There's more zombies just kind of milling around. There's 2 larger zombies behind the counter, and they're chopping up something and putting it on the plate. They're both wearing chef hats. One of the zombies keeps throwing pepper and everything, going bam, bam, and the other zombie goes, "Oh, yeah, it's time for you to eat your soup," and they're just slopping food on these plates, and the zombie walks up, takes the plate. Another zombie walks up, and then they see you and they go, meat's back on the menu.
Uh-oh.
So now you've got 2 more you got to worry about.
I shoot them.
I wasn't expecting that one, 44. Shooting him. I mean, surprise.
Over surprise. No, it is
well, by initiative, it's Nurse Honey first.
All right. I cast spiritual weapon.
All right. D20 plus your wisdom modifier plus your level 13 or better.
Okay. Gotta get it to go here. Come on. Give me the dice. Why isn't it giving me there we go. There it goes. Okay, I rolled an 18
right.
plus my, stuff.
The spell is successful. Your spiritual weapon appears.
Okay.
And flies over. Who do you want it to attack this round?
The nearest.
Emerald or Julia Childs?
Well, who's nearest to me?
Well, they're both the same distance because they're behind the counter of the cafeteria.
I'm going to go for Julia Childs. Okay.
There's regular zombies in here, but like all the other zombies, they're not doing anything because there's nobody commanding them. But the chef zombies are intelligent, so yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm going for. Okay.
All right, roll to hit Julia Childs.
8 plus 5. That is 13.
13 points. Julia is hurt, but not down. Jen the elf.
Isn't it me next?
No,
44
you 44 goes after Jen the elf.
Oh,
I would like to send in Slime Claw.
Okay.
So to
You know
summon
how to-
him,
D20 plus wisdom modifier. Oh, don't worry about it.
yeah, I think he's just a D6 damage, as I recall. I still need to roll to hit, though, right?
Who do you want him to attack? Julia?
I'll also go on Julia.
God, who's picking on Julia? All right.
Mhm.
Go D20 plus your wisdom modifier.
Okay, so that roll is a 14.
That's enough to hit Julia Childs.
Okay. And
Since
D6.
she's just a normal.
5 damage.
5, 14, 16, 17, 18. Ooh, so close. But not dead. All right, 44, it's your turn.
Okay, one shot to each of them.
Okay.
Okay, lesser pistol shoots at Julia Child, and the more potent one at the other one.
Rambo.
Okay, so 15 and 20.
Both hit.
Excellent. Whoops, wrong die. Okay. Okay, Julia Child takes 6. And
Julia
the
Childs is
other
down.
and the other one takes 10.
Emerald's still standing. David the Wizard.
I think I'm going to go ahead and do his magic missile. So I get
Okay, on Emerald.
3 missiles. Yes.
Sure you don't want to draw a card?
Nope. What am I doing? Okay, so it's 3 missiles, 10 points of damage.
And Emerald goes down. Bam! I hate that.
Yeah. I wanted to do it. Bam, bam, bam.
Bam, bam. There's your review, Emerald. All right. So you've killed the 2 ghoul chefs. You're definitely in a galley. You're pretty much now convinced that you are in a very large naval vessel made of stone.
So those ones could I'll address the rest of the group. So those 2 things could talk.
Mhm.
And they look like zombie type things, right? I mean,
You're beginning to get
undeadish.
an idea of the pecking order of the there's the ones that require commanding. Those seem to be the lowest tier. These guys seem to have some free will, so they're the next tier up. And then there's whatever the pumpkin head was that he is
Right,
probably
right.
higher up on the pecking order of this Zomble Navy.
I don't know if you described it. When the pumpkin head exploded, was it brains inside or is it just pumpkin stuff?
No, it was just a pumpkin. Like
Okay.
it reminds you of a scarecrow.
So those guys were going to eat us, right? That's what I'm getting.
Emerald and Julia Childs? Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just.
They were chopping up a goblin.
I'm saying it to the rest of the group, kind of thing. They
Yeah.
were going to eat us.
Yeah, they have a goblin on the counter that they were chopping up.
I don't want to be eaten.
And they've got a pot, which you probably think has goblin in it.
I'll be right back, guys.
All goblins must be. I mean, all.
Yeah.
zombies.
Yeah. They
All
were going to eat
undead
us.
must be destroyed.
Undead, evil.
Slime Claw will go around and kill the non-resistant zombies.
Easy, just
Squishing their heads.
just knock them over and smash their heads or whatever, or push them in a corner.
You gotta squish their heads.
Yeah.
I'm looking around for another exit.
Yeah, there's another exit. There's definitely actually there's 2 exits from this room.
Yeah.
One directly across from the door you came in, one to the right, and there's probably one in the kitchen too.
Well, guys, which door do we want to try?
Oh, which do you think? And you can I mean, you can repel these things, right? With the power
Well,
of Christ.
Not until
right?
she takes a break.
we need to take a break. So I mean,
Oh.
we could take a break in here and rest.
But
No,
goblins
it's-
could be being attacked in other areas. We should wade through these zombies. We're doing fine.
Yeah, and it hasn't been an hour, so you still have armor, right? So
Yeah, it hasn't been very long.
All right. Well, I'm gonna open the door that's in the kitchen.
You're gonna go to the kitchen. Okay. So there's a large
be cautious.
stone door, and then a smaller iron door, and there's something written on the iron door. I mean the brass door.
I'm gonna open the brass door first.
Okay. There's a hallway.
Okay. I
What did
found a
it s-
hallway.
What did it say on the door? Is
Uh,
it just
it's-
different language?
It says EXIT.
Exit.
Yeah. I'm going to proceed into the
Okay.
hallway.
So the that brass submarine door opens up into a stone hallway. There's a bar running down height that you can hold on to. It's got the same nondescript lighting that seems to be lighting this whole place that doesn't seem to be coming from somewhere. Don't see any zombies. The hall just continues down forward, and there's more of those brass doors running along it.
Okay, I tried the first brass door.
Okay, it's the same thing that you've seen: spinny door with a writing on it.
What's the writing say?
B72.
Bingo.
Alrighty.
So Nurse Honey has
careful.
gone into the kitchen and then disappeared through a door.
Well, cautiously follow. I was like, listen before you open doors.
I'm going to follow
Getting all
Honey as
paranoid.
well.
Yes, you should not proceed first. Nurse Honey. You will become damaged. But,
All right. Wait
Accurate.
for everybody to get caught up with me.
Okay.
Sorry about that, guys.
okay.
So you're going into B72.
72. Yep. I'm gonna open it and see what's behind door B72.
This
Get
is
ready.
a much more fancier version of the room you just left. Captain Rodgers, you recognize it as the officer's mess.
Okay.
So there's like, velvet couch, there's some flags, there's some, pictures, definitely what you would see on the officer's mess in a battleship. And then a smaller little version of the kitchen, littler tables with like actual tablecloths. There's some more zombies just doing in this room. And then in the center table, there's another one of those pumpkin zombies.
Oh.
And as it sees you come in, it cracks its little pumpkin head and stands up and gestures, and the other zombies start coming to attention. And I guess we're back up in initiative. Thankfully, all these guys go last. So again, starting with Nurse Honey for the last fight of the night.
All right. Spiritual weapon.
Okay, it's still floating around. So
Yep.
at the Zombie Lord, I assume.
Yep. And I rolled a 5.
Plus your wisdom modifier.
There, that would be a whole 6.
Okay, it misses. Jen the elf.
Slime Claw is down or still up? Do I need to recast it?
No, still up.
Okay, he's gonna go after the zombie leader guy.
Okay.
Nope, he missed.
Wah, wah.
Wah, wah. Full fire. If it's me. Full fire
Next is
on
you, Cal.
zombie well, the zombie in charge.
Check him out.
Okay, I get a 21 and a 1.
That's a hit. And that's a hit.
Yeah. What? Hold it. I got a 21 and a
And
well,
1.
5.
Oh, one. I thought I heard 20. Another 21.
Yeah.
Another one is a miss.
And 5 actually. Sorry. Okay, so 1 miss, which is what I thought. But anyway, that's okay. The bigger damage one hit. Only 9 this time. Total.
David the Wizard.
Good win.
So we're all kind of like, did we all file in? They're kind of crowding the door. I'm trying to just.
Yeah, you kind of.
Okay.
Honey opened the door and stepped in, and then the Commander Zomble saw Honey, stood up.
I'm gonna cast the because it's across the room. I'm gonna cast the ice knife because it'll do damage to ones around it. Well, no, I recognize that the ice didn't do damage to these very well, right?
It didn't do as much damage. They take half damage from cold. The double damage from fire.
I don't have fire ice. I'll just do magic missile.
Okay.
That's a little bit more.
The
reliable.
Commander. That's nothing to cry home about. That's some serious damage. Captain Rodgers.
Swing and swing.
The Commander, I assume.
Yep. Seems to.
You don't want to draw a card?
I knew you were going to say that. Maybe later.
Sure. It's right there. All the cool kids are doing it.
Yeah, the first one's free.
The first card's free. All the cool kids. You're not cool if you don't draw a card.
The 21.
That's a hit.
For
Billy drew a card.
13 points of damage on the first swing.
13 plus 16 is 26, 27, 20. Up, he's got 1 hit point left.
Oh. Well, I got it roll, don't I?
Yep. You still got to roll to hit him. Yep, he's dead.
28. Oh, that's actually a crit.
He didn't even get a chance to do any Zomble commands. He stands up. He looks all menacing. Gets a hole blown in him. Looks all menacing. Then Captain Rodgers just runs across the room and slices him up like the pumpkin he is.
Yeah.
And the minute he slices him, all the zombies go back to what they were doing. They look like they're about to attack you.
Crit. Oh, that's like I'm never gonna forget that.
No, because
He only needed 1 point, and I rolled the freaking crit.
You wasted it. You wasted it, man.
It's never a waste.
This is the
Okay.
office mess. It's obviously much nicer.
Look around to see if there's like pictures of people in here or anything like that.
Yeah, there are pictures of, you don't recognize them, but there are framed pictures on the stone walls.
Humans.
But all the framed pictures on the stone walls are all of short little rat people that you recognize as kobolds. There's a kobold in like an admiral suit. There's a kobold in a with like a black, like you would expect to see on the wall of all the former captains and admirals, but they're all kobolds.
Okay. With that being up there, is there like a name of a ship? Like,
Yes, there is a name, and it's the Dark Spear.
Also, guys, think about this. There's a guy with a pumpkin head. Does that mean if he's a zombie monster, does that mean there's people with pumpkin heads and that get turned into zombies? Or do they get turned into zombies because they have pumpkins instead of a head?
The
Are there
Ecology
pumpkin
of
head people?
Undead might be in one of your uncle's books.
Are there pumpkin head people?
That's a dangerous road to go down.
Just thinking.
I do not have enough data to address that question.
I mean, we could carve it up and like put it on a porch or something. Like it's a trophy.
So you could rest in this room if you wanted, or you could continue exploring.
Continue after I destroy with hand
Yeah.
weapons. And the other ones that just sitting around the room.
If we mess with the zombies, can we like push them to make them go to like one corner or something?
Yeah, they don't offer any resistance.
Yeah, to make the
They
44s
literally go back to whatever their last command was. So if the last command was sweep, it sweeps, and if you push it in,
I'm just thinking to make
the corner, it's still sweeping.
to make 44's executions a little bit less messy.
Yeah. So yeah, they don't offer any resistance. I mean,
Yeah,
obviously,
problem.
one that was walking in a direction tries to keep walking in the direction while you're pushing it towards the wall.
We need to find a bathroom with a
Oh.
drain, so as we kill them, we can just wash them all down.
I'm gonna look around this room to see if there's we can find any books that have charts or anything to kind of figure out where we are. Maps.
No, those would be like, and from what your knowledge of movies that you've seen about boats.
All I have is knowledge of movies.
Yeah, the charts would be up in the wheelhouse or in the captain's quarters, or they wouldn't be in the officer's mess. It's this would be where like they keep the stuff that people aren't supposed to know about, like the cigars and the good hooch.
Mhm.
Mm.
That's a bonus.
In
Wow.
the stag films.
Yeah, yep. I'm looking. Yeah. All right. Yeah, we need to rest.
You want to rest and draw a card? I mean, probably now would be a good time to figure out what all your magic items do and draw a card.
Yep, yep.
I don't know if David has that spell. We didn't give you ID yet, do you?
I have identify.
Okay.
And it's been able. Well, yeah. Well, no. Pardon. I have detect spell, and I.
Oh, yeah, you have detect. You don't have
anything
Detect. He doesn't have identify, so that's why
I do not-
highlighted-
I
we
do
all
not
this
have
magic
identify.
stuff. We
Yeah,
don't know what it
identify is
does.
different. Detect tells
Right.
you, yes, it's magic. Yes,
Yeah,
that's the
let-
door.
Yeah,
Yes.
last time we got out the magic gloves, that the demon thing happened.
Yeah. So you know which ones are magic. That's yep.
Yeah.
Yep. It will definitely tell you, yes, that's magic. But it won't tell you what it does. That's a different spell. So you're back to trial and error. Or you can draw a card.
Why do I feel like I want to draw a card?
Yeah.
It's like an earworm.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Does somebody want to draw a card? I can hand them the
Once you
card.
take the deck out, it's once you pop, you can't stop. You know,
Yeah.
the deck wants you to draw.
Yeah.
If I have access to a marker of some type, I draw a image of a card.
Okay, there's probably markers in here.
So, in this room, did we find any like food or alcohol or anything? That was stored away or
But all the
searching?
food that's in the officer's mess is rotted.
Yeah, I don't want to.
Yeah.
But you do find the little secret stash of, crystal decanters of wine and
Okay.
a bottle of
So-
something called Old Smoky, which looks a lot like a whiskey of some kind. Another bottle that says Mushroom Farms Best Bourbon. So yeah, there's some alcohol in here.
So, yeah, I'm just wondering if the kobolds had good taste.
Yeah, yeah. There's definitely there's glass bottles like you would find, each with like two of them have labels on them. One's like a crystal wine decanter.
Right.
The wine's obviously gone bad, but yeah, you got what looks like a bourbon and a scotch.
Because when we encountered the kobold things before, they weren't like sophisticated, right? And this seems sort of sophisticated, right? Like they're running a
Mhm.
ship.
A ship
We don't
made of
know that.
stone. Yeah,
Yeah.
the great
But we
kobold
don't-
navy.
We'll have to investigate how the kobolds are running a stone ship or whatever kind of ship we're on.
And what happened to them because they're not here.
Yeah. We got these zombie dudes instead. Yep.
Yeah.
I definitely need to rest though.
Okay. Can we lock the door from inside or
Sure.
you said that really fast?
Yeah, there's the door you came through. There's another door. So
Sure.
you can lock those both. Yeah.
All right. Let's
There's comfortable couches in here.
I think I might need to get some ice for my knee.
Well, yeah, I got to do some healing on people.
There's no ice in the ice bucket, but there is your kind of healing potion. World War II healing potion.
David has
That'll
All
work.
right, so I'm gonna do some curing on
I don't know if I want to use that ice spell though.
David has a
on beat
cold
up
spell.
Roger Landis here, Captain Rodgers.
Sure, go ahead, heal him. I mean, you've got the advantage of taking a long rest, so you'll be healed up anyways. But
Give him his first aid.
okay.
I'm slightly injured.
Well, anybody who's injured,
If you spend the 8 hours to rest in here, you'll all be healed up.
Okay.
When I was hit by the undead, an effect tried to take hold, but I was not affected. So something else they cause besides damage.
Well, you're also, you're part biological, right? Too.
Yes.
Yeah.
So maybe was it a poison? You think?
I do not know, since I did not suffer the effect. So they are more dangerous than they appear.
And that's about 4. You guys are at a good place to stop and rest and draw a card. Figure out how you're going to figure out what your different magic items do, and staying. You are on the Dark Spare, a large boat made of stone, apparently once commanded by kobolds, but now overrun by undead. Something to think about by the next game.
Alrighty.
Which will be when?
The 22nd.
Okay, I'll double check that. I'll let you know for sure if I can do that or not.
We're in the same boat as the goblins.
Yep.
Figuratively, literally. Yeah.
Alrighty. I have to log off.
Understand.
Yep, it's about dinner time. Appreciate this. This is a lot of fun, guys.
All right. Thanks, guys. We'll be back in 2 weeks
Sorry I
with
was late.
more haunted boat.
You guys
All right.
all have
Thank
a great
you all.
week.
Thanks. One person.